Hello, everyone. Never again in the name of science. I'm grateful to Trust and Freedom, Justina, Elena, for inviting me to talk in liberty today here in the European Parliament, House of all European citizens. I thank each EMPs who have defended the fundamental right here in the last 5 years. Mislav, another MIPS, Francesca Donato, Christian Teres, and another. Europe is living the darkest hour in history. Humanity is in danger. Now is the time to join us. Stand up. Race for freedom, equality, and justice. Because believe me, no one will do it for us. Nobody. Europe has been sold to the lobbies of weapons, pharmaceutical, and food, which even endanger our very existence in the European Union institutions, full of conflict of interest and without any transparency. Trust and Freedom has launched an extraordinary initiative that Luis María Pardo, lawyer in Spain, a movement in Spain, supports because it's in defense of human dignity and recognition of informed consent, improving and empowerment of citizens in the European Union institution. It seems incredible that the citizens united around trust and freedom should ask in an initiative of 1 million of signatures to defend the treaties. So in Europe, international treaties like Oviedo, Helsinki, and many more are not respected. And citizens have to resort to difficult and long bureaucratic procedure to claim freedom and justice. What is happening in the European Union? Why does the European Commission so far away from the citizens? Why did they sold us? In Spain, we are working and joining forces with Trust and Freedom and another movement similar to Door to Freedom, to stop all the amendments about the pandemic treaty and international health regulation. And yes, it's only this way, by joining movements, we'll be able to defend our human rights. Do you know what's happening in Geneva with WHO and the pandemic treaty and international health regulation? Are you aware that this is the absolute loss of freedom? Humanity and Europe are facing a serious situation of loss of public freedoms and human rights. WHO are transferring all the amendments that limit fundamental rights, so freedom of information, liberty movement, Green Pass, from the pandemic treaty to the international health regulation. Why? Because it will be much easier to approve it than the treaty, where some nations are showing opposition, very slight. And do you know who is negotiating in Geneva? European Commission. And can they do it? No, they cannot. The European treaties only allow the Council to negotiate such competence transfer from the Union. Health competence belongs to member states, but they doesn't care, as with COVID-19 contracts, with thousands of millions of euros from the European citizens. Why Ursula von der Leyen does not come to this chamber to explain these contracts? Where are we going? Europe is at the brink. Finished. 7 days ago, I was expelled from outside of the European Medicine Agency. They provided me record on the street. And 2 days later, the same situation in front of the WHO, with the only journalist in Europe from Mediaset Italia that came to covering the 7th meeting of the intergovernmental body of the World Health Organization. And were even forbidden to speak to the workers of the World Health Organization. They want us to be quiet. They want us to be silent. They want us to be surrenders. They will never do it. Luis Maria Pardo support trust and freedom. And please join initiative, because we think it's an extraordinary initiative. In the European Union now is facing the most difficult hours. Christian Terret told me in my last speech here in the European Parliament that this chamber needed citizens to defend human rights. I have 2 children, and this infernal war, I don't want to leave to my sons. And you, citizens, what are you going to do? This is our moment, and we are on the right side of the human history. Silence will only serve for the moral indifference on the wall. Thomas Mann. Thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias.